Starting. Well, I I hope people are joining the stream. I'll just wait some time for people to join. And well, here I am with Dr. Glickenstein. Hello.
Hello there.
So I have a question. Is it Dr. Glickenstein or Tyne? Is Tyne?
It's Dr. Glickenstein. It's technically spelt wrong, but it's an irreversible change now.
Okay. uh, I think that's enough. Well, I think we are okay to start. So I really, I don't know, I was looking forward to do this because I really liked your video about illusions, and I don't know, I felt like doing something about illusions, and I think people really liked it because the Twitter thing had a lot of repercussions. So, well, please introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
Well, I'm Alex Pace. I go by the name Dr. Glickenstein on YouTube and various other places. I'm a student right now in New Zealand. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you study exactly?
I'm in my last year of what most of the world would know as high school, but next year I'm going to go do software engineering.
Oh, that's my brother is studying the same. Well, anyway, so people who don't know, he lives in New Zealand and I live in Spain, so the time zones are so different. Being this he being in this stream is like almost impossible. So
Yeah.
this a special moment, I guess. So
I'm watching the sunrise at the moment.
so why he's here actually is because he made a video about optical illusions. And that video really, I don't know, I really liked it because it was something different, and I like doing different things, not the normal cinematic. And it was about optical illusions, and yeah, it was Escher thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know Escher, I don't know who he was really. Was it a?
Oh gosh, I don't know much about Escher either. I just know that he made several of the more famous illusions.
So he's like an artist, I think.
Mm.
So he made illustrations about impossible structures and impossible rooms, and the famous how is it called, Escher, this room that is in all different ways. Escher.
Yes. The one where there's like a staircase going up the wall and there's a door in the ceiling, but that's also outside, and gravity is just, yeah.
His work just fucks your mind, and that's what I want to go with. So the first thing I would like to ask you, why did you make that video? What was your idea? What your intention?
It's probably, I think it was the second cinematic I've ever made. And I wanted to do something a bit different. I didn't want to just do, oh look, here's a cool build and here's some shots of it.
Like looking for something different, right?
Yeah, I can't remember where I got the inspiration from. I think I was a little bit inspired by older BBC TV dramas, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like set in the past. So I wanted that kind of feel. And I think I just started with a mysterious house in the jungle and then thought, what would be cool to put inside this house?
So, like, the normal thing, the purpose of cinematics in Minecraft, 99% of the times is to showcase a build. But less people actually do the cinematic for doing the cinematic, and that's what you did. Just make a cinematic to just see the cinematic, watch the cinematic, right?
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of access to really high quality big builds. All the stuff in the video was made by me. So yeah, the cinematic is really the craft here.
Yeah, so the build is actually not the important thing. The thing is like what the illusions are really. So
Yeah,
people would ask, did it take long? Because building it and normally the process is recording it and editing it, but you actually builded it, and yeah, there's a
yeah.
process behind. You actually took the inspiration. You did actually 100%, right?
Yes. It probably took 3 or 4 months of evenings on and off.
Yeah.
Um, do you want me to go through the process?
Yeah. What the process you used? Did you like take an image of like Escher's illusions and then craft it into Minecraft, or did you actually make up some illusions, or how did you?
Well, I did a very broad illusion search, and it turns out a lot of illusions are very hard to do in Minecraft, especially if you want to move around within the world like I did.
Yeah, like
Um,
the impossible triangle is really difficult to do in Minecraft.
yes. Um, and then I did a narrow search of just illusions that other people have created in Minecraft, and that triangle came up a lot. Um, and not many others. So I had to really think about what would be um, an illusion that's doable in a 3D world.
Yeah, because normally, normally illusions and illustrations about illusions normally are in a 2D plane. So actually, you can play with the perspective of
Mm.
anything, but in a 3D world, there's a set, a default perspective that you can change. You need to play with the position of the blocks. So actually making the impossible triangle in a plane is very easy, but in a 3D world, as you could see in his video, it's not really that easy.
Yeah, that relied on some tricking your mind just a little bit with some use of different colors. Yeah.
And plain blocks, so the transition is smoother, right?
Mm.
So the thing is, why am I making this video? This video is not actually related with cinematics, but it's actually related with builds. So the purpose of this is, normally when I say to express a feeling, you normally say happiness, you could say creepiness,
Hmm.
I don't know, things like this. But I wanted to go with something unusual. So I thought about illusions. Illusion is a feeling, right?
I guess it kind of is. It's like something that may be ordinary at first glance, and then you look that little bit longer, and it's like, wow, something's not right here. Yeah.
But I wanted to show that there are not only the everyday feelings, but there are deeper feelings you can express with Minecraft and cinematics. So I really wanted to, I don't know, have a research in one of them, and that's why I'm making this. So I think we spoke a lot. Do you have anything to say about you that people would like to hear?
Uh, I don't know. Not really.
I mean,
I've been
I
playing.
what?
Hmm? I was just gonna say I've been playing Minecraft for about 4 years, but I've always been building on the side, but never. I would always enjoy making a map rather than playing survival. Yeah.
But I saw your earliest videos are made out of Legos.
Oh gosh, those are not public anymore. Um, but
I
I
saw
did.
them.
Yeah.
Did you publish them recently?
Very recently. Yeah.
Okay, I see your channel now. There's no more Lego. Okay.
Just giving a more professional edge. Yeah.
I also deleted my old videos because I spoke like this with "Hi, hello, I'm Akiris." And well,
Yes.
do you do you feel like playing your video live, or do you want people to go to your channel to see it?
Um. Hmm.
Good question, right?
Hmm. Let's see. You can play it live, but people probably want to go back and see it, so then you can go see it on my channel.
We will only see 1 minute of the video.
Okay. Which minute?
I don't know, which minute do you want to see?
If you go from the beginning, it's probably about a minute of build up. So
Yeah, I'll start from the beginning. Well, the beginning actually doesn't have that many illusions, I guess.
No, it's because it's so hard to make an illusion in Minecraft. There's maybe five or six in the video, and the rest is just stuff made to feel you a little bit odd.
You know. Okay, so I'm just gonna show something here. Okay.
Okay.
That's it, guys. Okay, so you saw actually some, I think they were half of the illusions this video has, and we actually showed the corridor illusion, the floating room illusion, and then the library illusion.
Okay.
So I wanna go more in depth with these worlds. So I'm actually, well, Glickenstein or Alex, what do you want me to call you?
Alex is fine.
Okay, so Alex gave me the world of the optical illusion, so I can actually show you how these are made. So first, what do you want to start with?
It's actually been a while since I've even watched the video, so just, I guess, in order of appearance.
So first we got the corridor illusion, that I actually don't have the map of it, but I can really show you how it was made with a recreation of a normal corridor. So if I can go into Minecraft, there you go. I think you are seeing my Minecraft. Okay, so this is actually a corridor. That's an illusion we will show later, and we'll actually, for this illusion, we'll use some fences as I don't know, like an anchor point to know what's the depth of it. We actually have these blocks, but these blocks don't give us depth really. These fences will give us some depth, so we actually feel those fences are really farther away than these ones. So actually I'm just gonna take my aperture mod and make, I don't know, make one named corridor. So is this how you made it, using FOV?
Yes, that's right. And a little bit of tilt as well. Or
okay. So tilt, like roll tilt?
Roll is the one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just making a path and making it like this. So the illusion here really is the change of the FOV. So this is called, well, I'll first do it. This is actually the opposite of what I have done. So we decrease the FOV in the first one, maybe not that much, and then you increase it in the second one, right? That's it.
Think. Then you have to move as well.
But we got it. So actually, you are feeling like the corridor is extending, and you can make this feeling more intense just by changing the FOV to its limits. So actually we can, as you see, there's a huge distortion here. So if I go a little bit here, maybe this one, change the X, not the X, the Z. So as you see, the feeling we get is a distortion of the reality. So your brain thinks, oh, okay, this is a corridor. But what we are doing with the depth of field is that we are actually moving while we are kind of zooming out. So if we were to, I don't know how you would explain this, Alex.
I'm not. It's
kind of weird, right?
Well, I know it feels weird because you're moving forward at a rate that you can see from the first fence post, but the rest is moving faster than you're moving.
So if we can make another path here, you'll see the animation of the fob I mean. So we can actually go that fob and then have another fob. And this is okay. So as we see, this is actually not a very huge distortion. You're actually just changing your depth of field. And this would count as a zoom in, kind of, right? You can actually zoom, you can't actually zoom in Minecraft, but you can use fob to simulate that feeling of zoom. And while you have to do this while you are going forward, so something like that, right? I think I moved it too much, but this is called a dolly, and it's not only Minecraft, but this kind of illusion is always used in cinema, in normal films, and it's called a dolly because it combines two movements: the dolly, that it would be this movement, and the zoom, that would be the one I showed you earlier, just by changing the fob. So what we get is a dolly. So we are actually moving forward at the same rate as we are zooming in. So the objects that are near don't change, but the objects that are really far away change. That's tricking the mind. That's fucking the mind, right? I'll just make. So actually, if Alex, you can see this. So this is what you did, right? I think you said you used some roll, right?
Yeah, did some rolls just to make it, a little weirder.
Now I can't make the roll, but well, you get the point. And well, if you want to use this, I would recommend it to make, I don't know, an intense situation. So as cinematic possibilities go, I have prepared here some buildings and some main character. And well, here we can see this golem that is quite big. That's why I chose this entity. And we can see some buildings there. And what this dolly is gonna, this Solly is gonna do is actually, what's the word, Alex?
Dramatic effect?
Yeah, dramatic effect in that character. So actually, the environment is gonna change a lot, and the character won't. So you will actually see how the character would feel it, but in a third person, to say it in some way. So I think it's this one. Okay. So as you see, this golem is actually not changing the size a lot, but the background is changing the size. So Alex, did you ever do this, or just in that illusion?
I think this is the only place dolly zoom is used in this video, but in a different cinematic I used it through an arch, looking out onto a panorama, so that's kind of a similar thing.
Yeah, kind of. So I'll repeat you, this is just in cinema, and you'll see some, well, not used so much now, but in, I don't know, before the old films really use this effect and really works out. So what do you wanna go next?
The library.
The library, yeah, because it's kind of the same effect, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna change my world to the library, and well, just tell us your thoughts in this illusion.
So this was mostly inspired from the Tesseract in Interstellar. Yeah, the bit at the end with the infinite rooms. I'm not too sure how much of an illusion really it is. I just kind of thought, let's make it look infinite, but also have intersecting planes. Yeah.
So I actually cheated here a bit. So I changed your model, and I used Obsidian, and well, I'll say you why. The perfect combination for this effect that I'm going to show you here right now. Okay, so there you go. This is the effect. You can actually see a wall you can actually see a wall there. So actually from here you see how there's a wall there, but then you see this is just a pillar and there's no wall really. So this kind of tricky thing. And I used Obsidian. I'm really sorry, Alex, but why exactly did you use libraries? Just for the aesthetics, right?
Yeah, just to make it feel part of the house still.
Yeah. So I know the Obsidian is not the most aesthetic block, but yeah, right. We only have gravel, and I think it's the same texture as the gravel. But well, anyway. The perfect combination for this is noisiness and darkness. So we could actually have this black block, but this wouldn't work as right. We need also some noisiness. And if we went only with noisiness, I don't know if it's noisiness. If we went with this, it wouldn't actually work. Why do we need some dark block to make this effect work better than with libraries? Well, because the background is made it's darkened. So if this was libraries, then there would be a transition from libraries to the fog, the black fog, and that would destroy the illusion, I think, for my personal opinion. So I don't know, man. I think libraries were good for aesthetics, but as you said, I don't know to what point this is illusion, but it kind of works well, right?
Yeah, maybe because it's not a standard illusion that other people have done. I'm not even sure.
It's like
what it is.
It's kind of a false friend, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we have some other false friends. So if we can actually go to another world. Okay, so I opened this map. And I don't know really what Alex meant with this build. I don't know which is the false friend here really. I think it's kind of a normal house, right? I don't know. What is here the nice what? Nice acting. So that's the island, and this is trees. So what's the explanation for this? So Alex, could you tell us how this idea came? Is it a real illusion, or is it something, I don't know? Hello? I can't really hear you. I can't hear you, man.
That's your end. My end.
Okay, I can hear you now. So, what's the idea behind this illusion?
Yeah, the video is freezing and the audio is cutting.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, now we are great.
Okay.
So, which was your idea here? What is this, like a real illusion?
I wanted to be able to have a normal room in the house, but that also has an impossible space under it. Like, you can't fit an ocean under
Yeah, so you can actually
under a room.
fit this island here. It's impossible. So it has like a double meaning. You can see it either two ways. You can see it like an impossible room that it has actually extra depth to it, and your brain actually takes for granted this is a normal plane, and then that plane goes deeper. Or you can actually think it as a house, an impossible house that actually is fitting this ocean, right?
Yeah, it could be like two worlds that, yeah.
I think this is one of my favorite illusions. I don't know why, but it's kind of so you can see both illusions at the same time. So, speaking of which, we can go to the other one, right? Which one was it? The biome window, I think it was called. So, I'm just gonna open the Word. So, could you please explain what this world is before even seeing it?
So you start off in a normal room, looks like any other room in the house, and you're looking out the window and you can see the jungle outside, and then you move outside through the window and you turn around and suddenly the room has disappeared and there's a desert instead. You were really in a desert.
So, what you are saying is this is a normal jungle, and when I'll turn in, I'll see some impossible thing going on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that was it. So, we're actually seeing through the window, but obviously this is not real. Obviously this is just a plane of sand. But what Alex did is fit it into this enormous window, so our brain actually sees this as an impossible room, like the ocean that can't fit in a house. This is a desert that can't fit in a window, right? So they are both connected. So did you think of that in that connection, or did you just make this and then realize that connection?
I think you kind of just brought up the connection now. Maybe I was thinking the same when I made them. Originally it was going to be a lot fancier. It was going to have a wider angle of view on both sides, and it was going to be raining on one side, but I couldn't work out how to do that.
So, would you like planning to do this in the other side or something?
What do you mean?
Or you know what would be great? To go through the window and see the desert, all the desert, and then there's another window in that desert, and you go through and there's another biome.
Yeah, that's kind of the effect I wanted to be looking into
Without
full
editing it.
Yeah, and I wanted the whole theme of the video to be all possible in Minecraft. Yeah.
So like these all are actually like possible in Minecraft. They are not edited or something.
No, there's no green screens, there's no editing or anything.
There's no After Effects. It's just normal Minecraft recorded. So by the way, just like a question. people may ask, what did you use to record it? What software in Minecraft, I mean?
I used Bowercam and Minima.
So you use Minima for rendering, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it, guys. So actually, connected to this, we have another map. We're actually going connection by connection. And we already went through the... Well, we went through the... which was it? We did the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did the fourth thing.
Yep.
We did the island and the biome window. And now we're gonna talk about impossible things. We already talked with the impossible sea and the impossible biome, but these are kind of... They are not so impossible, but they distort the reality, right? So from the optical room and the final triangle, do you want to leave the triangle as the final?
Yes, because the optical room is kind of tied in again to the window and the island.
So we are going through like a path. And I think you used this path, so you made them in this order, right?
I think all the builds were made in the order they appear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna open the optical room. And well, the optical room is a really famous illusion of Escher. And it's actually an impossible room with different planes. So actually what you are seeing horizontal, it's maybe vertical or it's maybe horizontal. You don't know. That's the thing, right?
Hmm.
Or is it going up or is it going down? Or...
Yeah, is it going down? Is it going up? What is going on there? So I'm actually gonna... I prepared this. It doesn't seem like, but I prepared this. So I'm actually gonna use this. So we start here. We go this and we go oops. Is it this or is it that? And well, this we actually saw the Minecraft character with different roles. So Alex, could you please explain what the role is? Because people may not know what role is.
The role would be like if you tilt your head to the left and you go so everything is sideways, that's a roll.
Yeah, so the role, it would be like seeing it taking your head to the left or the right, you know, in the axis of the eyes. So actually this room is also really clever, and building this, I mean, it's not the part of the building, but having the idea of building it, how to build it, that's the point, I think. And what you did here is actually use these biomes, but you put those biomes in horizontal, right? So there are actually some blocks which can't be horizontal, if I'm explaining well. So actually grass, you can see grass horizontal, but you can see sand horizontally because all the sides are the same. And the cactus are not actually cactus, are these, because you can actually put cactus in horizontal, right?
No.
So he used this block for cactuses, and I really liked it. Because you feel like those are cactuses because there's sun and stuff. So here we have different rooms, and we kind of start in a library, kind of, and then we go to a taiga biome, then to some door here, and then the desert and a gold and glowstone room. And how did you build this? How did you start building? Like, what was the start point? Because I wouldn't know how to start to build this.
I started with a big blank box.
So the main block, right?
Just the main boards, and then I worked out how to fit all the different doorways and windows in a way that there is no obvious pattern, but they will all fit as well.
So I actually saw something here, very clever. Using barriers for water, because the texture of the water is the same from all sides, but use barriers to kind of not let the water flow. And man, that's really good. So this actually, I'm not like saying this for saying. I think these ideas are really good, and I mean you could have used that water in a horizontal axis, so you wouldn't need to use barrier blocks, and the video would be the same because you don't know which is the real horizontal, but you actually.
I think there's one shot in the video that is the real the real perspective.
You don't actually know if this is the floor, or is this the floor, is it this the floor? You don't actually know it, and what you did is actually have more work in it, so when the person actually goes into the room can distinguish these little tricks you did here. And I think those little tricks, they can't be seen really in the video, but I don't know, I think they add some detail, don't you?
It was also hard choosing the materials of the room itself, because some blocks, I think like the wood, if you look at it closely, you can very obviously tell which way is up, because the lines will only go the same way.
So the problem is the orientation of the blocks. So blocks like the stone, for example, have only one axis, or the diamond, for example. They are same. The same texture is used in all 6 sides of the cube, but there are some other, like the puzzle, for example, that has one texture for 4 sides, then one for the upper one, and one from the bottom one. And we have also some blocks that use the same one for the bottom one and the top one. And then we have some other ones that actually can't be placed in vertical. I think the cactus is the only one. Is there any block more?
You mean one that's included in this build, or
No, I mean in general in Minecraft. Is there any block you can't?
You mentioned the grass and other plants, saplings and mushrooms and stuff.
And fire and.
Yeah, and fire.
and beacons, and there's some stuff that you can really put into vertical axis. And stairs and slabs. We want vertical slabs and rails, and well, there's a lot of things you can put, but he selected the ones you can put, and the ones you couldn't put, he actually used an alternative block. And this, again, this is not using a super custom resource pack, so he could actually make a resource pack where this block is actually grass texture. So, but you didn't do it. Why didn't you do it? You wanted to...
I've never edited a resource pack before. Would probably be the main problem, but also too much time.
Yeah, too much time. And well, yeah. It's fun to know that all the video is legit. Like, you didn't use any effects, and I think that's quite interesting. So, moving on, we can actually go to the final one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think this is the most known illusion of all, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty famous.
Yeah, it's very famous, and there's even some logos with that. So the logo of, I don't know, you know, a logo with that design of the impossible triangle?
Not off the top of my head.
I think it's one of that, like, YouTube content creator contract or something. I don't know which one was it, but yeah. So anyway, I'm just gonna try to show you an image of the impossible triangle. So I think obviously you didn't make this illusion because this is a very famous illusion, but the problem is not making up the illusion, it's rather doing it in Minecraft, right?
Because Minecraft is restricted to those 90-degree axes.
Yeah.
Or axes.
So look, this we are actually seeing an impossible triangle. As you can see, it's impossible. It's just impossible this to be a reality without being an illusion. So I'm actually gonna go to Minecraft and I'm gonna show you the impossible triangle he made in Minecraft, and this is blowing my mind because I don't really know. It's kind of weird. Okay, so there you go. It's very strange. It's not exactly like the impossible triangle, but it's an illusion. So this triangle, as you see, is impossible. Why is it impossible? Because why is it impossible? Alex?
I think it's the top of the point, isn't it? Where you've got one side that looks like it's behind and one side that looks like it's in front, and then where's the difference between them?
Yeah, so you actually see this like a solid piece of blocks, but actually what it is this. It's actually the top corner is not connected one with each other. So what we can make with that is put one in the background, one in the foreground, and then put a line crossing them both. So we are actually creating something impossible in real life, as we can see here. So did it take long, or it was more to think how to do it?
Sorry, the connection cut out.
Like, was it like difficult to plan or to build?
No, we're still having connection issues. Can you say it one more time?
Okay, so the difficult part of this, was it building it or actually planning how to build it? Because you can't use those 45-degree angles, so this is actually not what?
I was going to say it took quite a bit of time just to think about what the illusion really was, and then working out, what materials to use.
Because this is not a replica of the illusion, but it's another illusion. It's like a branch of the illusion. It's actually, I think this is even another illusion and not the impossible triangle. Is going with a stick between two planes that are in the same position, so you can actually pass a metal bar between two cubes that are in the same exact spot. So actually, if this was a cube and this was another cube, you couldn't pass this between that gap while looking horizontal. It would be just impossible. It will look something like, I don't know, you just couldn't. It's impossible. So do you have anything to add?
The colors look a little arbitrary, but they are quite important to reinforcing the illusion.
Yeah, so this, I don't know if the colors or the actual plain texture of the terracotta.
If it was had any kind of busy texture on it, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. So if you actually used diamond, for example, I don't think it would work, because in the top corner, as you see, the textures wouldn't actually match, right?
No, or really any other block that isn't just completely flat. Even quartz wouldn't work.
Yeah, quartz is not completely flat. Why is being flat so important? Well, as you see in the top corner, you can actually see the blocks in the background are smaller than the ones in the foreground. So if this was, I'm just gonna make this sample, okay? So if this was diamonds and this was diamonds, you wouldn't actually see that illusion really. Why? Because this diamond is bigger than this one. So I think that covers all the impossible triangle and all the illusions we made. And well, anything else you want to add to this stream?
Probably not. I'll still be making cinematics over on my channel. Kind of trying to keep a focus of making Minecraft almost the star. So like, what's the point of doing it in Minecraft if you don't use Minecraft itself? So yeah, that'll be kind of the focus.
Sorry, I didn't catch that final part.
The whole bit?
No, I mean, so what do you say the point of making it in Minecraft was?
Is like, why didn't I do it using a different program? The point is making it in Minecraft in something that people can relate to, something that people have and play, and then showing a side of it that they may not know existed.
So if this was another game, the video wouldn't be the same actually, wouldn't have that essence of Minecraftiness.
No, like if I made it in something like Gmod or something like that, it wouldn't look nearly as good, because Minecraft is very stylistic.
Yeah, Minecraft is like ugly, but also not so ugly. I don't know how to explain that. I think you get the point.
Yeah, I think it follows some rules that may make it look funny, but because it's all very consistent, you accept it as a kind of almost an art style.
Yeah, it's an art style. Like the modern art, for example, is not the art we are used to. It's not the most beautiful art for some, but it's a type of art, and it kind of changes your mind, and it's just another type. It's not maybe the most beautiful, but you can relate to it, right? So another thing I want to point out, there were some god rays falling from the sky to the triangle. Was it that just shaders, or did you actually use After Effects?
I did have to just took some stock footage of some dust falling and edited that in, and I didn't think that broke my editing thing, because I wasn't using that to create an illusion or anything. It's just
it was just to enhance the illusion.
Yeah, if they were in the shaders, I wouldn't have had to do that.
Okay, so really, I think people might ask why this is related to these cinematic classes, and I really want for all those pupils, or well, I'll call them pupils. There are just normal people watching these videos, but I really want to open your minds to different possibilities, because I know some of you really focused on making super beautiful Minecraft build cinematics, but I want you to open your mind and to make a difference in this community, because we are not so many who actually make cinematics, and people like Alex, like Dr. Glickenstein, really make this community of cinematic makers come to life.
Oh, thank you very much.
And this is not the only video he has. He has some other videos. I watched the Eclipse one, and the most beautiful part I find about your videos is you don't focus in what you are looking at. You focus on how you are looking at, and I think that's very important. And I think you viewers should learn to not focus on what you are looking at. You should focus on how you are looking at. So with that sentence, I'm gonna finish this stream. I hope you like it. And here's Alex. I think we are friends now.
Yeah. I think we could do some good things together.
Yeah, I want to make a collaboration. I didn't say you. I was gonna say you in private, but just you said it. I want to make a collaboration with you.
Yeah, we've put it out there now. It has to happen.
Well,
yeah.
this just a statement. It has to happen. Well, anyway, thanks for watching this stream. I'll end up here. So, final words, Glickenstein.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Okay, bye.
Bye.